Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Ultimately, it comes down to your mindset with women. Your mindset. I'm going to tell you what, and this might be a little metaphysical, deep thought, but everything starts in your mind. Everything, even how you deal with women. If you, I talked about, it's not like, this past Monday, I talked about it's not hard to win with women. It really ain't. But it starts with your mindset, not your looks. You got a bunch of guys thinking it's about like looking good and all of that. And that plays a part, but it don't start there. It starts here. Like if you want to get into body game, I'm always talking about body game. It really starts in your mind. Do you want to work out? Do you want to do what it takes? Your mind has to be like, I'm gonna join this gym, or I'm gonna start doing these calisthenics at home. I'm gonna start doing these push-ups, and I'm gonna start doing these crunches at home. That starts in your mind. But even just dealing with women, period, first you gotta have the right mindset. A lot of guys, let's just be real, a lot of guys don't like women for whatever reason. It could be whatever reason. Some reasons might require a mental health professional to help them with, or a spiritual leader to help them with, or just one of their buddies who's going to be just honest with them. But there's some serious stuff. You know, a guy might have had a real harsh rejection from a woman. I don't know, it's different for every guy, but really, if you're trying to win with women, y'all trying to get sex, y'all trying to get a good relationship, or you trying to get some women to be in cooperation with you, it starts with your mindset. You gotta have the mindset that you can get those things from a woman. Because if you have a mindset, trust me, if you have a mindset where women are evil or women are bad, it's going to reflect in everything else. You ain't gonna want to dress. You're not gonna subconsciously, you're not gonna do the things it takes to attract a woman. You're not gonna wear some clothes that she might like. You're not gonna make sure your shoes are shined. You're not going to do body game. Psychologically, if you don't want to be with a woman, psychologically, you're not going to be. You know, you're not going to do what it takes. You're not going to have the barber bless you. You know, and that all starts in your mind. Everything. When you fix up, that starts in your mind. You got to say, well, okay, I want a woman. And it could be for whatever reason. It could you just want some pussy. Okay, you still got to fix up some. Even some guys who think, well, you know, it takes some money. You gotta have the right mindset to even make money. I want y'all to think about it. And dude, even if you do, I don't care what everything starts in the mind. Everything, every single thing starts in the mind. But if you're trying to get a woman, just a woman, like everything else, I'll talk about on my Deep Thought channel, like just being successful in life. But if you're trying to get a woman, first you got to think, okay, what do you really think about women? There's a lot of guys think a woman is just, they can think whatever. It's not correct, or, you know, it is what it is. Okay, if you're not winning with women, what are you thinking about them? You can have at least a positive attitude towards dealing with them. Because like I said, it's going to show up. It's going to show up in how you dress, how you look at the women, how you are around women. You can't fake it. Like when women looking at a man, they ain't just looking at his physicality. They trying to feel his vibe. And they reading stuff that you might not think they can read. Like I talked about, this guy would always call women bitches and everything in private, but publicly he acted a different way. I've seen him in public, and you know, publicly he act like he didn't want a woman. But he would complain and want the woman. I'll say, dude, you gotta change that attitude. They can read it in your face. So you gotta have a mindset. You gotta look at what women can do for you. Now in my circle, well, I ain't gonna say my circle. Well, yeah, my circle, we see the value of a woman. And you get with some high level, powerful men, they always got a woman in their corner. They see the value. You know, you got to have that mindset that, hey, this woman bringing something, you know. It's like for anything. If you're trying to get a good job, let's use that. Let's take women out the occasion. You're not going to show up to that job all jacked up. You're going to make sure you dressed up, you got a nice suit or whatever you got to wear for that interview, right? It's the same thing with women. You know, they like, you get these guys talking about, yeah, well, the women, they checking out looks and all of that. Well, yeah, they are. That's your bait. Body game, your style, everything. They're looking at all of that. If you have the right mindset, you're going to get that naturally. If you have the right mindset, you're going to make sure everything is looking good, even unconsciously. You'll get to the point you ain't even thinking about it consciously. You thinking, oh, okay. You want a woman, you know. Let the barber bless you. Have some nice clothes, something like that. You know? Hit the gym, have a decent body build, and stuff. And then if you're interacting with them, you'll figure out what you need anyway. But you're not looking at them, because if you got an attitude, oh, women no good, they this or that, trust me, you ain't gonna get. Why would a woman? She gonna feel that vibe from you. And then somebody might say, well, I want one. Why you here? Let me go on a tangent real quick. You get some guys, they's like, well, women don't want me. They don't want. Well, why are you posting on my channel? What am I talking about on this channel? You know? Seriously. Why are you posting? Why are you asking? And I can't stand when somebody say, well, these women won't like me. Or they say something smart. What the fuck you here for? Why are you taking time to even write? If you see what I'm talking about, keep scrolling. And I mean that. I've said that several times. Yeah, but you here, so deep down, that's what you want. But this, I'm telling you what to do. And some guys will say it, but you gotta look at it. And if you've had, if you've had trouble with women in the past for whatever reason, I really do recommend you talk to somebody, you deal with that. If you gotta talk to a mental health professional, a spiritual leader, a good friend who's gonna like give you some tough love, do what you gotta do. Hell, sometimes a woman will help you. Every woman you ain't meant to have sex with every single woman. That's why I've said before, it ain't bad to have some female friends. They can tell you some stuff. You know, sometimes they can give you a perspective on some stuff. You know, like I said, every woman I would call a friend has always hooked me up with some other woman. Every single one, really. Every single one I would just see like that. They will hook me up with somebody else. So, but then, you know, what worked for me was just having the right attitude. That's why y'all notice I don't really go in on women here. I'll point out some stuff every now and then, but this channel is not based on going in on women. This channel is really focused on empowering the men to deal with women on their own terms. Some guys want to be players if that's what you use it for, but then some guys just want that nice, attractive woman. The one they find attractive who's in cooperation to his operation. But I don't care what you want. Where you going? You can even travel the world. You traveling the world, because I've heard I'm starting to hear some stuff about passport brothers getting messed up. But you gotta have that mindset. I don't care where you're going on a planet. You gotta have that right mindset with a woman. All right? So ultimately it does, I don't care what it is, it starts in the mind and then it spreads to other parts. No matter what you want to do, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.